Hello, fellow learners and future Java developers. Welcome to Flourishing Academy. My name is Michael, and I've got something really special for you. In this video, we are going to be looking at introduction to Java. We're also going to be looking at the installation of Java development kit on our PC, and then we're going to run our Java code on a text editor, which is Notepad. And after that, we are going to be installing our IDE. So in this video, we're going to be exploring Eclipse and IntelliJ. So those are like the two popular IDEs for Java developers, and we're going to be installing that in this video. And finally, we are going to be writing our first Java code. Something simple. This is an introductory class. It is for beginners. I want you to follow along with this class, and then don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay? Can you do that right now, please? Thank you. All right, so let's get into it. Now, the first thing is to talk about Java. So what is Java? Well, when you hear about Java, what do you think about? So I'm just going to say simply, Java is a very popular language, especially here in the US. If you're looking at getting a good job as a software developer, I would advise that you learn how to write Java. So that means you're on the right path. This is a Java series, and we're going to be showing you everything that you need to know in Java. So it's a very versatile programming language. It's very flexible. It's very portable. You can actually use it on broad operating system. You know, you can work on Linux, you can work on Windows, you can work on the Mac OS, and every OS that you think about. You can use Java for game development. So for those that are looking at, okay, I want to become a game developer in the future, so this is right there for you. So this is your first step. Okay, we can use it for mobile applications, we can use it for desktop application, web development, and database connection, and a lot more. So you are on the right path. Okay, so if that is the reason why you want to learn, if you want to become a game developer in the future, or a cloud engineer in the future, or a web developer in the future, or software developer in the future, this is for you. And it's the good news about Java is that it is very easy to learn. So the thing is, we're going to first install our JDK. So we're going to type JDK downloads here. Exactly. Now, because I already have that on my system, I'm not going to be doing that again, but I'm just going to show you how to do it. So when you type JDK download in the search bar, you go straight into the one that is linked to Oracle. Okay, you can see Java download Oracle. Just click on it, and then you download the latest version based on your platform. So, for example, if you're using Linux, so you click on Linux. I always advise that you download the .exe related file for the Windows users. So this is the one that I would advise you to click on. Once you click on this, you start downloading. So, but because I've downloaded it, it's easy. Just click on it. When you click on it, it starts downloading, and then after that, you install. It is very easy to install. For the same to Mac OS user also, you can just click on the second link right there. Just click on it, and then you install. Okay. All right. So after installing your JDK, you want to test run that on your PC. I'm sorry if you're not a Windows user. You can also always follow along. I think everything is quite the same. Okay. So once you install your JDK, you come right here into the command prompt. So you just type, I'm going to show you again, you type cmd, and then you click on that, and then you type in Java, and then version, dash version, and then you press enter, and then it shows you the version of Java that you have. So this is simply telling you that you have Java installed on your PC, and that means you are good to go. All right. So after installing Java and then checking the Java version, you can then now open your text editor. In this case, I'm going to be using Notepad as my text editor. I'm going to make it big, and we are going to start with our first code. All right. So there's no need for you to understand whatever I'm going to type right there. I just need you to follow along with whatever I'm typing, and I'm going to explain that to you later. Okay. All right. So we're going to start with public class, and then we could call it first code, and then you open and close curly braces like that. You put a space, and then inside the open and closing curly braces too, you go again public static void. I mean, there's an explanation for that, but for now, just take that, and then you going to have strings adds, and then that's a method. All right, you open and close the method. Also, make sure it's being separated. Just give spaces. It's kind of boring like this, but it's actually a good practice to start, with learning how to write your Java code on. Well, this is quite easy, and then we just go straight to system.out.println, and then you have your output. You could say, hello, Java developers, and then you close the statement with a semicolon. So this is going to be our first code. And as you can see, we have public class. This is just normal text because we're still trying to store it in a text editor. So how do we save our Java file on Notepad? You just click on File, and then you click on Save, and then you go to Desktop. Or maybe you want to create a folder in the desktop where you save your Java code. I think I would advise you to do that. You can call that Java, and then you click inside, and then you see first code. Now, I wanted to pay attention to something. Whatever name you're going to be giving your file must correlate with the name of the class that you give right there. Okay, so in this case, it's going to be first code.java. You see that? And that actually seals the deal. Okay, all right. And then you have to put this .java extension to save your Java file, or else it's going to see it as a text editor. Our Notepad is is a text editor, so you have to save it with a .java, this .java file extension, and then you click on save. Now, when you do that, it sees your Java code, your Java file, your text editor as a Java file. Now, let's view that in a proper folder. You can see now it's saying it's a Java source file. That means we can run it. Okay, so far, what have we done? We have installed JDK on our PC, and then we're writing our first Java code, although we don't still understand what this means. And then we are going to be running it right now on our command prompts. So how do we run it? Now, to run it, you need to first navigate to where you saved your Java, which is Java, right? We move from PC to desktop to Java. So you come right here to the command prompt, you go to CD, and then you move to desktop. And then you press enter. You can see we're in desktop. And then you CD again, you move to Java. That's the name of our file. And then if you check the directories in the file, we don't have any directories actually, but it's going to show you that we have first.java. So that means there's a file in that folder. And then we're going to say Java compiler, Java C. So the way Java works is because it is an high-level language, so that means the computer doesn't really understand all that we have written. Okay, so that means something needs to actually compile it and then translate it into machine understandable language, which is called bytecode. All right, and then that's what the Java C would do. So you're going to type Java C in the command prompt, which stands for Java compiler, and then you press space, and then you now call the name, which is what? First code dot Java. You have to put the Java extension. So this translates it into bytecode. This is machine understandable language, and then that's when the computer can now execute that code. So when I press enter, and then it compiles it now. It has been compiled because there's no error in the code. Now let's say, for example, there's an error in the code. Maybe I've probably forgot to close the statement and I try to compile it again now, Java C first code .java, and I press enter, and now it's going to show that there's an error. So that means that it's trying to compile it, but there's an error. So it's not going to be compiled unless the error is being treated. And then the good thing about it is that it's telling you exactly what you need to put. You see, it's telling you that a semicolon is actually expected at the end of this line of code. Now let's fix that and compile it again, right? Then we go compile it again, and now there is no error. You can see how to compile. So remember, the first thing, you need to first compile your code before you run it. So how do you run your code? You just go by saying Java, okay, and then you type in what? First code.java. Then you press enter. Now this is going to run our code. You see, now it's outputting whatever we put into the print block, which is says what? Hello Java developer. And that's what we're seeing right here. It's saying what? Hello Java developers. So we've been able to install JDK. We've been able to run our first simple Java code on our PC, and then now we are going to be installing our IDs. So don't worry, in the next video we're going to be explaining, we're going to be looking into details, all of this. All right, but for now, just know that you've written your first code, and then let's go back to installing our IDs. Now, the first IDE that I want you to install, you can either pick between Eclipse and IntelliJ. I've actually not done my research regarding the two, but I have the two. I work with the two, but so far I prefer IntelliJ. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you IntelliJ and Eclipse. So you can pick anyone you like. But in this tutorial, we're going to be using IntelliJ a lot because I love it. Yeah, that's all I have to say. So you're going to go to IntelliJ downloads. Yeah, the same way you did for the JDK. Then you select the one that has to do with JetBean. When you click on it, it takes you to the environment. It's as simple as that. But please, I just want to say something. Do not install the Ultimate because you're going to be charged after 30 days trial. You don't want to try that. But instead, you can use the community. This is actually good for students, learners, just like you and I, you know. So you can just always download this one. It's easy. I'm going to be sharing the link in the description below. If you need any link, just check the description for the JDK, for the IntelliJ. I'm going to be sharing the link with you. So after you click on that, the installation is quite easy. Just follow the prompting and then you install IntelliJ. So after installing IntelliJ, it's going to look something like this. IntelliJ, I have it right here. Yeah. So you can see I also have the community version. So it's free. Why not just use it? So you don't have to stress yourself using that. Okay, so after that, so this is how it looks like, IntelliJ. Yeah, so this is the environment for IntelliJ. As you can see, it's beautiful. I like it. It's friendly. All right. So now let's move to the next one, which is the Eclipse. So the same thing you do, you type Eclipse download, and then you choose the one that says Eclipse download. Yeah, the Eclipse Foundation. Now this is the first one you want to do. All right. The one related to eclipse.org, and then you just select based on um your OS. So you can click on download right here, and then yeah, you can always allow, and then you pick the environment. So install for favorite desktop IDE. So obviously this is what I want to install. So I'm going to click on that, and then it's going to be able to allow you to download right here. All right. So after installing Eclipse, this is how it looks like. Eclipse, yeah. This is how Eclipse looks like. And then After that, you can now check. Now let's try and let's try and open a new file in on IntelliJ. Okay, I'm just gonna close this. So after you've done that, I think your own environment might be different. So what might be expected of you could be for you to create your first project. Okay. All right, now let's create our first project. So for those that are just installing, you're going to just see the prompting that says new project. Just click on new project and then it takes you there. All right, so for this case, I'm just going to click on file, new project, and I'm going to call this one, let's say first code, just like the way we did, right? And then if your thing is okay, and I click on create and then say, where would you open the folder? Okay, I can see a new window so that I can see a new experience. I just want to have different things. So as you can see, we have the .idea file. You don't need to touch that. So where you want to create most of your classes would be on the SRC. Yeah, the source file, the source folder. So that's where you're going to create your classes. Okay. So unlike using Notepad, whereby you just have to create the Notepad and then save the name of the Notepad file to be the same name of the class. Unlike that, you just come right here to SRC, you click on new, and then you're clicking on a new Java file. And then remember what I said, it has to be the same name, say first code, yeah, and I'm creating a class. Okay, and then you can see I have that. Okay, so it's as simple as that. But because I have the code already, I don't have to stress myself. I'm just going to copy that, copy, and I'm going to paste it on IntelliJ first code and paste it right here. And that'll be it. All right. So when I run my code, just click on the run right here, click on run first code.java, and then it's going to take a little while to and then it's going to give you your answer. As you can see right here, we have hello world, sorry, hello Java developers. All right, so you can also try more outputs. This is easy. Now, the good thing about IntelliJ is that it's intelligent, it has intelligence. It can give you an idea of what you want, so just keep pressing tab dot and then it's going to show you again tab again dot print and then you press tab. You see everything is easy, you don't have to keep typing. So you could just say my name is Mike, if that is what you want to say. Okay, and then you could go again system. Remember, you have to start with system dot out, you see, dot print line tab, and then you go again. I love Java. Yeah, and then that's it. Now, if you save your work now and then you run it again, it's going to give you those outputs on a new line. Now, watch this area. You can see hello world. So this is way better. Instead of you running it on, instead of you running it on Notepad, we've actually run our first code on IntelliJ. So this is how the IntelliJ environment looks like. As time goes on, you're going to be getting familiar with how to navigate around the IntelliJ environment. But I hope this is helpful. Um, okay, for Eclipse is a little bit different, but you can actually figure it out. It's almost the same thing. You know, you just go to the SRC, you create a file, you create your class, and then um, that's just majorly it. All right, I hope you enjoyed this class. Just a quick recap of what we have done so far. We did a little introduction on Java. We installed JDK on our PC. We actually run our first Java code on the text editor, which is Notepad. And we also install our IDEs, IntelliJ or Eclipse. But I prefer to use IntelliJ. If you prefer to use Eclipse, it's fine. I don't have any issues with Eclipse. As you can see, I'm also using Eclipse. And then we'll run our first code also on our IDE. All right, I hope this is helpful. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with your friends. I'll see you in the next series. In the next series, we're going to be going into details of some Java programming concepts. Until then, have a nice day. Bye.